jetzt wieder Konsole heran, hier mit meinem Let's Play von Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Und beim letzten Mal haben wir es endlich geschafft, Kontakt mit dem Geist von Wie Zeh'lot aufzunehmen, der einen Fake-Namen benutzt hat und deshalb der erste Seance nicht ganz geklappt hat. Und dadurch haben wir herausgefunden, dass er nicht, wie gehabt, auf dem Plaza auf der Ocean getötet wurde, sondern im geheim Versteck der Rebellen, welches sich im Inner Sanctum befindet. Ja. Und entsprechend, dass dieser Boden, den er gesehen hat, kann er hier soweit die Seance abspielen lassen, eigentlich nicht der Boden ist, sondern hier einer von diesen Steinen, die da im Inner Sanctum stehen. Ja. Gut. Und da ist jetzt schon direkt wieder was Neues aufgefallen. Bam. So, the victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. So. Er stand aber jetzt nicht nur einfach so von wegen, ich bin jetzt die Wand oder sowas. Nee. Er fühlt plötzlich irgendwas Schweres. Also, gehen wir der Sache auf den Grund. The victim was originally thought to have been stabbed while bent over in prayer. But he was actually standing with his hands against the stone slab. So the question is, where did the sensation of something heavy come from? Yes, I see your point. Since the victim was standing, he couldn't have been held down. Then tell us, Mr. Wright, what was that heavy sensation felt by the victim? What caused the heavy sensation Zeh'lot felt? Any thoughts, Maya? I agree that sense of heaviness seems important, but there's also the matter of Zeh'lot's hands on the stone slab. Why were they even there? Could it be related to the cause of the heavy sensation? Well, Mr. Wright, do you have an answer for us? Of course! If I just envision the state Zeh'lot was in when he was killed. The cause of the heaviness the victim felt was... Das haben wir ja schon bei... Ja, indirekt, sage ich jetzt mal, gesehen. Also gelesen eher durch Phoenix' Konversation, während wir noch in der Investigation war. Die Steine können ja sehr leicht umkippen. Vielleicht ist genau das passiert. The only conceivable cause is the stone slab falling over, trapping the victim underneath. What? Oh, the stone slab came falling down on him, crushing him underneath. Right, that was the cause of the heavy sensation the victim felt. While your theory is impressive, you have overlooked a key fact. The victim was not crushed to death, rather he was stabbed. Oh yeah. Or do you claim that the dagger was plunged in after the slab had fallen on him? Du bist ein Spast. Plus, had the killer been behind the victim, they would have both been crushed together. Well, would you care to explain? Sure, I'd love to. That doesn't mean I can. How could the dagger have been plunged in after the slab fell on the victim? The killer couldn't have plunged the dagger into the victim after the slab fell on him. But what if the murder weapon wasn't what we thought it was? Well, there were other weapons in the rebel hideout. But the entrance to the hideout is right by the stone slab. There isn't enough space between the two to use any of the weapons found within. Yeah, there's not much space by the entrances there. So, what was the real murder weapon then? I'd better think of something. If the murder weapon wasn't the dagger, then the dagger must have been plunged into the victim after he was already dead. That means he was stabbed at least twice, but the other two doesn't mention that. Then he must have been stabbed in the same spot with something shaped like the dagger. Das würde Sinn machen. Meinst du nicht auch, lieber Nayuta? Fuck you. Would the defense care to offer an explanation sometime this century? Oh, Alter. Wait, wasn't there something dagger-like near the scene of the crime? Something that had a shape similar to the Wabat dagger? Present your evidence at this time, Mr. Wright. This shows what really killed the victim. Und das war ja schon mal ein ganz guter Ansatz. Schauen wir uns mal die Fotos an. Besonders das hier. Und schon haben wir des Rätsels Lösung. Is this not the photo from the scene of the High Priest's murder? Are you suggesting the murder weapon is hidden herein? This is what really took Wie Zeh'lot's life. Und tatsächlich ist es der Mantel. Nee, Quatsch. Es war diese Statue. Denn das würde auch erklären, warum das so sehr mit Blut besudelt ist. I mean, guckt euch die fucking Federn an! But that is the Wabat statue? Exactly. The Wabat statue has dagger-like feathers protruding from it. That is what really took the victim's life! You imbecilic fool! The statue is outside of the hideout. How do you propose it impaled someone who was inside? Haven't you heard? The Wabat statue also functions as the hideout's door. What do you mean? The statue can pull a complete switcheroo. A switcheroo? To put it simply, it's a revolving door. Genau, eine Drehtür. A revolving door? Why, that makes perfect sense. Therefore, I believe the truth behind the divination seance to be this. As the victim entered the secret hideout, the stone sculpture came toppling toward him. He threw up his hands to stop it, but its weight forced him backwards. Unfortunately, the Wabat statue was right behind him. This cannot be! But the accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger. She had held it while rehearsing for the rite, which is when her prints got on it. Ugh. This is a shocking turn of events, but there's a great deal of circumstantial evidence to defense's favor. I believe we must accept that the Wabat statue was what killed the victim. Yes! Na also! Now that we now know how Acolyte Zeh'lot really met his demise, there's no basis for claiming my client committed this crime. Nice work, Nick. How can this be happening yet again? The divination seance is the only truth. No, your benevolence. It's not the truth itself, but it is a means for shedding light on the truth. Do you understand now? Your kingdom needs lawyers so that they can interpret your insights. But that means I have been misinterpreting the voices of the spirits all this time? Your benevolence, are you unwell? All the color is drained from your face. Es ist einfach die Realisation. Die ganze Zeit über ging das so und durchaus sind dadurch ultra viele Menschen zu Unrecht hingerichtet worden. Weshalb sie sich jetzt natürlich die Schuld gibt. Ist das nicht irgendwie logisch? I will be fine. Continue your proceedings without me. As you wish. I feel kind of bad for her. Now then, I would have the defense continue. Please explain what you have learned now that we know how the victim actually died. Acolyte Zeh'lot was killed in the hideout before the High Priest's murder. That means the body found at the Plaza of Devotion was moved there by the real killer. But only after the barbed dagger was thrust into him. To make it look like the murder weapon. That does seem to agree with what we know now. But why would the real killer go to such lengths? I believe stabbing Acolyte Zeh'lot's body with the dagger and moving it to the plaza was... das Ganze aussehen zu lassen wie ein Serienmord. It was an attempt to make my client look like a serial killer. That's right, the real killer planned all of this. This forged serial murder case! They did? That's it, Nick. Keep hammering away. Your reasoning has more holes in it than that cheese your foreigners so enjoy. What? Like those putrid hole-riddled clumps of curds that only a rat like you could love. Your reasoning, much like your putrid hole-riddled brain, has putrefied. What's his deal with things going putrid? You have yet to overturn my argument that the accused is the killer. A careful analysis of the chain of events up to the killing exposes the truth as follows. Ich spielte erstmal. Disguised as Lady Kira, the accused found the rebel hideout the day before the riot. But Acolyte Zeh'lot had followed her there after noticing her suspicious behavior. Caught by surprise, she pushed a stone slab toward him, and we know the rest. I've never been to the rebel hideout in my life! When the High Priest arrived at the sanctum the next day, he realized what she had done. That is when the accused murdered him in order to silence him. I believe Prosecutor Satmadi has posed a compelling scenario. The defense, on the other hand, has yet to disprove the accused's guilt. would my client move Acolyte Zeh'lot's body to where everyone could see it? And why would she stab the dagger with her fingerprints into his dead body? She had no reason to do any of those things. Zumal das Ganze einfach nur dumm ist. The dagger in his corpse was likely a warning to the rebels. Something along the lines of Lady Kira will slay the defiant dragons. So that is why she moved the body to the plaza for all to see. Now he has the judge convinced too? I thought I'd finally made some headway! Well, Mr. Wright, about time for one of your groans of distress, is it not? Halt die Fresse! Groan of distress? It kills me to admit it, and I've got nothing to counter his argument with. And I still haven't disproven the allegations against Maya. And it's not time to end your futile struggle. You were already judged guilty yesterday. That makes you a dead lawyer walking. Accept the death that now awaits you, and in doing so, finally know peace. A dead lawyer walking indeed. Then again, are not all lawyers who practice in Korean. But I must admit, I misspoke earlier. Allow me to amend my statement. I had said the defense reasoning had a putrid cheese-like smell. But I now realize the stench was from his own putrid body, on the verge of death. Mein Körper riecht nach Käse? Solange es gebackener Käse ist. Weil dann, okay. Now I'm a rotting zombie? Think. Who could have killed Zeh'lot the day before the raid? Who knew about the rebel hideout and could have gained access to the inner sanctum? Only those involved in the raid can enter the sanctum, so... Wait a second. Only a rebel would have known about the secret hideout. And the only person who was involved with the raid had access to the sanctum. And was suspected of being a rebel is... Ah! Did somebody come to mind? Yes! Except there's one huge problem! A huge problem? What are you two going on about? Plotting your escape from this sacred hall? I would not put it past you, considering you have no means to raise further objections. If I don't do something, Prosecutor Sabmati will have this one in the bag. I'll just have to bluff my way out of this, regardless of what huge problem. Your Majesty, I believe there is another suspect in Wie Zeh'lot's murder. Even the most benevolent Holy Mother would not forgive such a desperate lie. After all, you know very well that such a person does not exist. No, there's one person who knew everything. Does such a feature truly exist? Tell us, who might that be? I believe the prime suspect in Acolyte Zeh'lot's murder is... So verrückt das auch klingt, aber der einzige, der jetzt noch wirklich Licht ins Dunkeln bringen kann, ist das erste Opfer. Trust in me. It had to be someone allowed to enter the sanctum and who knew of the hideout. And that would be the High Priest. He could have committed the crime if it occurred the day before the raid. Who would pin a crime upon the dead, knowing very well they tell no tales? Have you no shame? Dead men tell no tales. That's definitely a problem. If only the High Priest could tell his side of the story. What? Do I have something on my face? Wait a second. Could this actually work? Oh no, don't tell me I have some of my breakfast caught between my teeth. No. If there's even the slightest possibility, I'll have to go with it. Your Majesty, dead men do tell tales. Therefore, I would like to request the High Priest's testimony. His testimony? And just how do you propose we get the deceased to testify? There's a way for the dead to testify. It's known as... Come on, wir sind verdammt nochmal in einem Königreich, wo die Königin ein verdammtes Medium ist. Beschwört seinen Geist. Summon him here by means of spirit channeling. What did you just say? Spirit channeling? Has this lawyer finally got it saying? It's sacrilege. May the Holy Mother strike him down. Peace. I'm frankly astonished you even know of such a thing. But spirit channeling is a secret art that only Her Eminence Queen Jahren can perform. And Her Eminence is far too busy with other duties to perform it at our pleasure. I suspected as much. That means our only hope is... Bitte, Süße. Bitte, bitte, bitte. It's okay, Nick. You can tell them. But Maya! I thought you wanted to keep it a secret here in Kurain. Und da musste ich die Aufnahme beenden, weil plötzlich meinte irgendein beschissenes Fenster aufzuploppen, welches mir die die letzten paar Minuten hier gesprengt hat und der Dings, das Programm gefreezed wurde. So. Aber ich habe nicht viel verloren, also es ist jetzt einfach nur das Monitoring auf meinen Monitor. Das klingt so komisch. Ach, ich kann das nicht erklären. Come on. Ein Fenster ist schuld. Sagen wir es jetzt mal so. Don't worry. It's not like it's against the law or violates some religious precepts, so... I don't think we'll be punished. At least I hope not. But this is a crucial period for you. It'll decide whether you become a master of Kurain. We don't have any other choice, now do we? If I'm found guilty, it'll be a lot worse than not becoming master of Kurain. Alright. Thanks, Maya. Actually, there is someone here who is capable of channeling spirits. But even her benevolence, Princess Rafer, finds the divination seance to be a challenge. Who could possibly have greater spiritual power than she, aside from the Queen? That would be me. Is this some sort of a joke? A Ferreira could not possibly have such power! Even a Wright priestess is incapable of such a feat. Peace! Peace, I say! Is this true? Is the accused capable of performing the secret art of spirit channeling? Well... Yes. Yes, I can. Now, Your Majesty, we'd like your permission to begin. Your Benevolence. This is an outrage. An outrage, I say. First, you make a mockery of the divination seance, and now spirit channeling. Your Benevolence speaks the truth. The spirit channeling is sacred, right? Great devils, I said I should be put to death. Still your voice. Bartat, spirit channeling is the most sacred and secret of arts. Are you prepared to face the consequences of what you propose? Yes, I am. Your Benevolence, are you saying you approve of their use of spirit channeling? I will judge whether they claim is true. If this is but another of their lies, they shall be executed on the spot.
Very well then. Your benevolence? What if the accused accidentally calls forth an evil spirit?
Do you truly believe this foreigner is capable of channeling spirits?
Oh, no. What I wanted to be sure is if I'm responsible for the safety of all present.
Well, an inexperienced practitioner could inadvertently call forth a dangerous spirit. But do not fear, for I have a magatama of parting. With it, I can send spirits back to the Twilight Realm by halting the flow of spiritual power.
That is a relief indeed.
These foreigners have thrown down the gauntlet. Let us not shirk from their challenge. We must prove them guilty and deliver their last rites. Do I make myself clear, Prosecutor Satmari?
Perfectly, Your Benevolence.
Very well. The accused may channel the High Priest's spirit. But first, we must take a short recess to prepare. We will resume as soon as the preparations are complete. Until then, this court is adjourned.
Save point!
Okay. Ob wir speichern wollen? Na gerne doch. Denn jetzt fängt es wirklich richtig an, gut zu werden. Und wie gut. Oh, ich habe mich schon die ganze Zeit auf die Stelle jetzt in der Episode gefreut. Aber die kommt erst morgen. Edge. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen, das war's von meiner Seite. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Sehr geil!